It bags most definitely generate a lot of attention and garner interest. It bags are always spotted on the arms of the rich and famous. They're highly sought after and can be hard to get your hands on. They are usually around for a few seasons and then they are forgotten. Once the fad dies down, fashionistas find new and interesting bags. However, the Fendi Baguette most definitely started off as the it bag of the season, but became a mainstay through many seasons and over many years. Welcome to Creme De Luxury, the place for an exceptional luxury lifestyle. Whilst some may know the baguette as a French baton-like bread, we handbag lovers hear the word baguette and we immediately think of Fendi. The baguette is a small compact handbag that was originally designed by Fendi, the Italian fashion house. The iconic bag made its debut in 1998 Fall-Winter Runway collection, thanks to its mastermind, Silvia Venturini Fendi. The then creative director of accessories for the Italian fashion house, celebrated for its fur and leather goods. In the early 1990s, the Fendi look was outdated and struggling to keep up with the times, which meant that sales were declining and growing smaller. After studying in Italy and London, Silvia Venturini Fendi was brought into the family business, and in 1987 she launched the secondary line, Fendissimi, in addition to managing fashion shows and promotional activity for the Italian fashion house. Silvia was then requested to create an accessory that reflected not only the DNA of the Fendi fashion house, but the spirit of minimalism of society at the time. The end product was anything but minimalistic. Silvia decided to produce a designer handbag that was not only flashy, but playful and unique, unlike anything else on the market at the time, with each iteration different from its predecessor. At first, the Italian fashion house were not enamored by the bag, when Silvia first suggested to create a little bag, the baguette, a bag that fits snugly under the arms in the same way that the French carried this long, baton-like crusty bread. The fashion house was also unsure of its size and considered it too small, not functional, vibrant, and too colourful. The house actually questioned whether it could appeal to the fashionistas and the fashion masses, as bigger bags like the Prada nylon backpack were reigning supreme in the market at the time. Silvia wanted to move away from any basic design, not conforming to the pressures of the style standards of other bag designs on the market, complaining that they all look the same. So Silvia stuck to her vision and trusted her instincts, and in 1997, the baguette bag was debuted. Silvia had arguably designed one of the most iconic bags in history. Fendi sparked the rapid consumption of luxury bag purchases by introducing the baguette bag in numerous different designs. Fendi sold more than 100,000 units in the first year, and since then, Fendi has sold more than 1 million baguette bags in less than 20 years. The baguette is a small, streamlined bag that comes with a short strap and the famous Fendi logo that can easily be adapted for different looks. The baguette is available in many textures and style options, from embellishments and sequins to embroidery and exclusive pieces, as well as limited edition, like the DIY baguette kits with customizable versions of the bag. Some artists have also given exclusive rights to design their own versions of the baguette bag. The baguette bag was actually the first bag to start off the waiting list at all the big department stores, and the baguette handbag also earned Fendi a Fashion Group International Award for accessories in the early 2000s. When first released, the baguette was widely available but unknown. However, in the year 2000, that all changed when the baguette was featured and popularized as a result of the popular TV show Sex and the City in the late 1990s and early 2000s. The baguette bag transcended into mainstream fashion and became iconic when Fendi lent the baguette to the show. Sex and the City took the bag to the masses of fashionistas. It really wasn't until the baguette's appearance on Sex and the City that a newfound wave of fashionistas knew of the bag. In Season 3, Episode 17, What Goes Around Comes Around, Kerry Bradshaw is mugged in an alleyway, and the thief demands she hands over her purple sequin baguette, which confuses Kerry, to which she responds, "It's a baguette!" This moment in TV history cemented the status of the baguette, making it more than a bag and provided it with a new level of cult classic status. And then, Fendi became a household name. As Sarah Jessica Parker revealed, the Fendi baguette was the typical it bag and became the first high-end designer piece to star in Carrie Bradshaw's wardrobe when it launched. The fact that the baguette appealed to the style icon of the era was a testament to the aesthetics of the bag that could be dressed up or down, depending on the occasion and event. The Fendi baguette bag was introduced in a variety of textiles, patterns, materials, giving fashionistas a wide option to choose from everything from floral sequins, sheared mink, tribal beads, to leopard skins, ostrich and python skins. Also available in vivid, vibrant colours, neon and pastel, and glittery detailed designs. Since the baguette debuted, there have been more than 1,000 variations. The popularity of the baguette really pushed and propelled Fendi to the forefront of the high-end fashion accessory world, and it became one of the most coveted bags. The baguette is the ultimate collector's bag. So renowned and iconic, like a real icon, the baguette also has its own book. In 2012, Fendi published a coffee table book on the history of its first it bag. The book celebrated the 15th anniversary of the baguette and sparked new interest in the Fendi baguette. It was published by Rizzoli and edited by Silvia Venturini Fendi herself, with contributions from fashion icons like Naomi Campbell, and also featured photographs of collections with artists like Damien Hirst and Jeff Koons, in addition to poems dedicated to its charms by Japanese writer Banana Yoshimoto. The biography offers a deeper look inside the first it bag's exciting story. Although the baguette became synonymous with Fendi, it did fade out after a few years and was eventually discontinued. The baguette then spent the last few years amassing a customer base on the secondary market, and shortly after that, it fast became clear that there was a demand for the iconic bag. Then Fendi joined high-end fashion houses, the likes of Gucci and Dior, bringing back pieces from the archives for the new season. In 2019, Fendi brought the baguette back to the mainstream once again, with Fendi's digital campaign called Baguette Friends Forever, which spread throughout the company's social media channels, consisting of 3 short videos made with each focusing on a major cosmopolitan city from Shanghai, Hong Kong, and New York, featuring a fresh-faced generation of fashionistas completely obsessed with fashion, looking for that luxury item to be their constant companion, epitomizing their personal style. For them, this luxury item is an updated version of the baguette bag. In one video released by the fashion house, Fendi enlisted the help of Sarah Jessica Parker and German influencer Caroline Dürr in their campaign. Fendi also created the Baguette Mania campaign to promote its products all over the entire planet, from New York to Sao Paulo. At Fendi's Spring-Summer 2019 runway show in Milan, the famous bag was showcased in a new outfit, heavily embroidered with colourful stitching and bohemian chic hippie details. Although the Fendi baguette is considered to be the bag that started the it bag fever, it has now transcended into something that is quintessentially timeless. The cost of a Fendi baguette bag starts from £1,000 for the micro baguette, which ranges to £5,000 and upwards for the larger sizes of the baguette, depending on the style and all the extra detail that one may choose to add to their bag. The baguette was initially available only in one size, but with the relaunch of the baguette bag, created additional sizes. Today, the baguette is now available in a micro nano size. The Fendi Nano Baguette was supposed to be a charm for belts and bags, but now comes with a chain that allows it to be worn as a crossbody. The next size up is the Baguette Mini, and is sold with a stylish leather top handle and a chunky long chain strap attached at the sides through a clean hardware plate. Then we have the Classic Baguette, which can be worn or carried in many different ways, over the shoulder or as a crossbody due to the longer shoulder strap. In addition, this size features a chain strap version as well. The top handle is attached to the flap by square connectors and a stylish design handle. The large baguette also comes with a second shoulder strap, long enough to allow the bag to be worn crossbody, but no chain versions. 2 other newer silhouettes that have joined the baguette family are the Easy 2 baguette and the flat baguette. In addition, there is also the double baguette, inspired by the original baguette, as well as the Pico version, a dual accessories suitable for carrying AirPods and earphones. Fendi even released a Mama baguette, its silhouette and shape inspired by its daughter. The Mama is more like a tote bag version of the original baguette. And Fendi's creativity did not stop there. The oversized baguette is definitely an all-day bag that can be worn crossbody or over the shoulder. And lastly, further taking inspiration from the French boulangerie, the croissant was also released as the next logical step for Fendi. Although the baguette bags are supposed to be different and unique, it does have a few of the same distinctive features and signature design elements that can be found on each bag. Every baguette is the same shape. They all have a rectangular, semi-structured silhouette with a short shoulder strap. Also, each bag has the same interlocking double F hardware logo that makes up the front flap clasp, with different variations on the clasp. Sometimes the clasp is left plain, with the hardware untouched or adorned with crystals or sequins or other types of embroidery. This makes the baguette a real collector's item. The baguette ranges from the most classic monogram and plain colour versions to models that boast fancy, trendy patterns. There are designs available in many different colours, leathers, fabrics, styles, soft fur. To further celebrate the iconic bag that is the Fendi baguette, Fendi launched the Hand in Hand project, a grassroots partnership to honour the skills of local artisans. Fendi invited a diverse group of craftspeople from ateliers across Italy to reinterpret the iconic baguette design. This unprecedented project saw artisans from Sicily, Tuscany to Marche, Umbria, transforming the baguette into a timeless object d'art, applying and showcasing traditional local skills of artisans across Italy. Each new design came in a limited edition of 20, and the inside pocket of every bag in the project was stamped with the atelier's name and location, as well as featuring Fendi's golden hand-in-hand logo, representing the partnership of the local artisans' hands selected from different Italian regions with the Fendi artisans' hands, and honouring its perennial appreciation for Italian handcrafts. The project also continues Fendi's long history of reinterpreting this iconic bag. The first example of this collaboration featured the leather baguette bag presented at the Fall-Winter 2021 runway, made in Tuscany by artisans who usually pride themselves on making small leather goods by hand in small quantities. These artisans make everything by themselves. A bag made with natural, vegetable leather that has no stitching and is created via a bonding procedure. In the hilltop village of Ulisai, the hand-in-hand partnership moves focus away from leather to textile craft. The all-female cooperative of Su Marmuri from the island of Sardinia have been dedicated to manually weaving tapestries by hand since 1971 in order to preserve the traditions of the territory. On manual looms, artisans weave threads of natural fibres to create a raised relief of intricate dots in a weaving technique called pibiones, which means grapes in the local Sardinian dialect. For this Fendi collaboration, the Su Mamuri weavers created a black and white diagonal stripe motif for the body of the baguette, together with a double F logo pattern weaved on the inside. This technique, not found anywhere else, has been passed down through the generations. These one-of-a-kind pieces go above and beyond. In Venice, the hand-in-hand collaboration reached into the archives of the Jacquard artisans from the family of Luigi Bevilacqua. The family has over 5 centuries of experience crafting sublime and opulent Venetian textiles, hand-woven over 18th century looms. Each millimetre of rich floral brocade motif is inspired by the ancient Venetian repertory. The fabric is cut and woven by artisans who produce few centimetres of fabric per day, as this process is such an intricate process and also time-consuming. For this interpretation, Luigi Bevilacqua's soprariso, which means over the curl, consists of hand-woven silk and cotton velvet, lined in powder pink silk and adorned with a floral brocade motif. His design invokes the lively spirit of his historic hometown. Fendi strongly believes in promoting these local workshops and the ateliers are at the very heart of the Made in Italy movement. More than ever, these talented artisans strive to keep their passions for preserving and keeping traditional production methods and ancient handmade workmanships alive today. The Fendi baguette is the most popular design of the Fendi Fashion house. The baguette single-handedly started a handbag revolution for the fashion label and is nothing short of a cultural icon. The baguette bag remains one of Fendi's most coveted bags and is one of the best-selling pieces from the Fendi Fashion house. The revival of the iconic bag has ensured it will forever remain a part of fashion history, and the Fendi baguette will remain in the archives of the fashion world as the first it bag to grace the red carpets around the world. Every Fendi bag, from the materials to the craftsmanship, is of a high standard and quality, and the Fendi baguette is a timeless, iconic, classic piece that you should consider for your luxury investment collection. And that concludes our deep dive into the Fendi baguette bag. We will see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye from Creme De Luxury.